Good afternoon. We'd like to welcome you to our monthly meeting of the 96 School Board of Trustees, regular monthly meeting. We're excited that we've got a room full of folks. We're not used to this many folks here, but we appreciate you being here, and you are welcome every second Tuesday of the month to join us. So we're going to go ahead and call our meeting to order at this time, and I'd like to ask Ms. Stella Manley if she'll come and give our invocation. So if you please stand.
Please bow our heads. Dear Jesus, thank you for all these glorious people that keep our school district running and keep our students learning. And thank you for my teacher, Miss Wells, and my brother's teachers, Mr. Rogers and Miss Rush. Have a happy year, and I pray that the students are good for you this year. Amen.
Amen. Ask Mr. Reynolds if he'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, gentlemen, we need to have a motion and a second to affirm our agenda for tonight.
I'll make a motion to.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and now also we need to look at our board minutes from October the 10th. We need a motion and a second to approve those minutes as well.
Motion to approve as printed.
I'll second it.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, that carries. Are there any board comments at this time? Okay, and I don't think anyone signed up for public comment as well, so we'll jump right on into our Heart of the Wildcat recipients. Ms. Weeks.
Good evening. Our faculty and staff nominate one teacher and one staff member every month to be recognized as our Heart of the Wildcat. This month, we'd like to recognize as our Teacher of the Month, Miss Jennifer Bird. Miss Bird, if you come up. Miss Bird teaches kindergarten for us and is an exemplary teacher in every aspect of the word. She works hard each day to provide the best instructional opportunities for all of her students. This shows year after year in her students' end-of-the-year scores. Miss Bird's classroom is efficient, is consistent, and it's set up to show maximum academic achievement for each student in her class. We are very thankful that Miss Bird is a part of our 96 primary school team. Our staff member of the month is Miss Lauren Wales. Miss Wales is a 4K teaching assistant for us. This is Miss Wales' first year at 96 Primary School, although she has worked with children for many, many years before coming to 96 Primary School. Her background knowledge has helped her be a huge asset to our team. Miss Wales' team teacher describes her as efficient, hardworking, caring, and beyond helpful. Her loving yet purposeful nature is appreciated in our 4K class and at 96 Primary School each and every day.
Ms. Loudon.
Good evening. We too at 96 Elementary nominate a staff member of the month, and we're going to start with September. Leslie Shumpert was selected as our Teacher of the Month for September for being an excellent time manager. So Ms. Shumpert, if you'll come forward. Ms. Shumpert is in her first year at 96 Elementary, joining our third grade team. Ms. Shumpert is a beacon of light. She begins every day with a smile when she enters the building. Her positive attitude, teamwork approach, and classroom structures set her students and our school up for success. When you enter her classroom, students are always engaged, and she makes every minute count. She believes in the power of developing positive relationships with her students, parents, and coworkers. She prides herself in collaborating with her team to not only ensure that her classroom moves forward, but our school as well. Although she has been with us only for just a few short months, she is steadily making strides and leaving an impact on the lives of her students, families, and colleagues. We are blessed to have Ms. Shumpert at 96 Elementary, and because of her, our school continues to shine. And then our Teacher of the Month for October was Ms. Nora Wolf. Come on up, Ms. Wolf, for dependability. Dependability. When I think of the word dependability, I think of Ms. Wolf. She retired a few years ago, but came back after a short hiatus to serve as one of our reading interventionists. Those of you who know Ms. Wolf know she will go the extra mile to help anyone. You can depend on Ms. Wolf to do whatever, and I do mean whatever, is needed to help out. She goes above and beyond to ensure that her students, co-workers, and families have what they need. Often you will find Ms. Wolf lending a hand by altering her own schedule to ensure that learning continues even when there are staffing shortages. This year, Ms. Wolf has been an integral part in keeping one of our fourth grade classes going while the regular teacher was out. You can really depend on Ms. Wolf to get things done and to pitch in. Thank you, Ms. Wolf, for your service that you provide to our school, and because of your actions, we continue to shine at 96 Elementary.
Mr. Schofield?
Just a little bit taller. I also have two, for the last 2 months, want to make up our Teachers of the Month. So for the month of October, I have a pair, actually. Only one of them is able to be here. So Malik Goodman and Christiana Evans. Mr. Goodman. Last year we did, well, actually, we did not. They decided to start something a little bit different, and they team taught in 8th grade math, and the results were nothing short of incredible. We went up from 27% meets and exceeds in 8th grade math to 52% in 1 year. That's worth clapping for, absolutely. These two work together really well. They're doing some of the same things again this year, and I'm sure they're going to share some of these statistics a little bit later. Whenever you compared all of the districts in the state of South Carolina, 78 school districts, our 8th grade math scores were 3rd out of 78 in the entire state of South Carolina last year. So this is congratulations to Mr. Goodman and Ms. Evans, and I'll see her when she goes back. My November Teacher of the Month is Ms. Jamie Simons. She here? Yes. Ms. Simons has an absolute heart of a servant. Not many people know that she actually worked the entire first 9 weeks this year without a planning period. Every day she went over to the elementary school and she helped them out in a situation, and she was teaching PE. During her planning time of teaching PE all day here, she went over there and taught during her planning period. She also volunteered to help continue coaching with Ms. Jones, the volleyball team. this year. She helped referee a couple of matches. She has been everywhere all year long. So she is absolutely, in addition with Mr. Goodman in helping run our FCA here at the middle school, she has a true heart of a servant, and so I want to recognize Jamie Simons as our teacher.
All right, we have two, a teacher and a staff member. I don't think either of them made it tonight. Our teacher of the month was Mr. Brett Leopard. He is our one of our math teachers. He teaches the upper level calculus, trigonometry, pre-cal, all that. So he's going to appreciate those ninth graders in a few years as they come up with those nice math scores. So Mr. Brett Leopard is teacher of the month for October. And our staff of the month is Miss Paulette Williams. She is our cashier here in the cafeteria. She is a multiple-time winner of this award. She engages the kids at lunch all day long. She's a second mama to some of them. And she basically runs the cafeteria. Even though she's not in charge, she is in charge. So Miss Paulette Williams is our staff of the month.
Thank y'all and congratulations. At this time, we'll have Dr. Spadaro come and our Assistant Superintendent of Instruction to give out some recognitions.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, Dr. Taylor, and members of the board. Good evening, everyone. And I have the privilege and honor of finally recognizing some of our principals. You know, our principals are the ones always giving out the awards, but at this time, I'm going to be able to recognize our great principals we have in our school district. You know, there's not great schools without great leadership. And we just had a phenomenal year last year with our student achievement data. It was a banner year. There's only 2 school districts in South Carolina that have all their schools rated excellent or good on the school report cards, and we're one of those districts out of all the districts in South Carolina. I'm going to first recognize Miss Loudon, the 96 Elementary School principal. '96 Elementary Schools overall rating last year was average, and for the 2022 rating, they jumped up to excellent. So they jumped 2 report card ratings this past May. So congratulations to Ms. Loudon and her staff.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Hayes if she'll come forward. Ms. Hayes has been an integral part in our building, helping us with our READ 180 System 44 program, and helping our students and helping me out to stay sane. And we're just so appreciative to have her. She goes between both schools, and that can be very, very hard. And I just appreciate all that she does for me and for our boys and girls and for our teachers as well. So thank you, Ms. Hayes. As Dr. Spadaro has stated that in the WEPET consortium, there are 14 districts that make up the consortium, and in that district, we actually scored the highest out of those 14 districts. So at this time, I would like to recognize our 3rd and 5th grade teachers to come forward, because our 3rd grade teachers were the highest in ELA and math. 70% in ELA were meet and exceeds, and 73% were meet and exceeds in math. So if Ms. Amy Latham would come forward. Cindy Jenkins. Amber Tiems. Chandler Wells. And our fifth grade team, we have serving ELA, Miss Karis Allen. 71% meets and exceeds. Becky Rush. Fifth grade math, 64% meets and exceeds. Anna Grace Jenkins. And I would also like to recognize this person, even though she's not officially on staff, but she's here with us tonight. Ms. Sarah Mitchell was part of that team on last year. She'll stand and be recognized for getting that 64%. Thank you, Ms. Mitchell. Also, at this time, I'd like to recognize some students. On the end of year SC Ready assessment and SC Pass test, we had some students to receive a perfect score. They answered every single question correctly. For the reading assessment, Cameron Paris. Jackson Belk. Luke Burnett. Cohen Billings. Avery Hill. Hallie Platt. Cheney Gunter. And Braden Gantz. Boys and girls, I'm going to ask you to stay because we had 8 in reading, and then we also had 7 to have a perfect score on the math assessment. So, Carson Miller. Wesley Taylor. Ferris Spearman. Max Manley. And Claire Elrod. Cheney Gunter. And Braden Gantz. And then we have one final student to have a perfect score in the SC Pass Science assessment as well, and that is Max Manley. I am very proud of our school. As you can see, we really worked hard, and this is a testament to everyone working together to make sure that our classrooms are successful. So teachers, boys and girls, parents, thank you so much for supporting our school, and this is the results of our hard work. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Loudon, 96 elementary school teachers and students. Great job. And again, at this time, I'd like to recognize another principal in our district. That's Mr. David Schofield. If Mr. Schofield will come up. Edgewood Middle School has jumped a report card rating for the last 3 years. They started out below average a few years ago. They jumped that rating 2 ratings to good last year, and then this past year they are now an excellent rated school. So congratulations to Mr. Schofield and his staff.
I'd like to recognize too, and I don't want to hurt my back trying to do it. Yeah, I told Dr. Spadaro and Dr. Taylor that they needed to create another report card rating that was higher than excellent because the staff just continues to raise the bar every time. So we're looking for a superior rating. I don't know if it exists, but we're going to be the first one. So we're going to try that this year. I also want to recognize, he's not able to be here tonight, but I want to recognize my assistant principal as well for all that he does around the school on a daily basis, continuing to push us to a higher level each and every day. But I want to shout his name out even though he's not able to be here. So I want to recognize Justin Leopard for all that he has done as well. We also had several teachers as a result of their scores that they rated highest in WEPEC for scores this past year. So I'm going to do mine by department instead of by grade level. I want to recognize them as the highest in each one. First one is not able to be here in 6th grade science. She's already started her maternity leave, and so we are congratulating her and welcoming a new child into the Edgewood family. That is Miss Melody Owings for 6th grade science. In 8th grade ELA, I want to recognize Miss Casey Bradley. All my folks, as you notice, like to sit on the back row. And then I have a little bit of something different. I want to bring all of these folks up here to the front at the same time because our entire math department, the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, all scored highest in WEPEC. So if I could have my entire math department to come to the front at this time, please. In 7th grade math last year is Miss Wendy Cook. In 6th grade math last year we have Patty Hester. Also in 6th grade math is Marilyn Hilly. In 8th grade math, Malik Goodman. And also, last but not least, and not able to be here tonight, in 8th grade math is Miss Christiana Evans. I also have some perfect SE-ready scores that I would like to give out. So these students, let me count them up here. About 13. Perfect SE-ready scores in reading. So if these students, if they're here, if they will come up here whenever I call their name, please. Jocelyn Coleman. Rihanna Robinson. Savannah Starling. Jackson Bradley. We got a lot of students that are still on the basketball court and wrestling mats right now. Natalie Chitwood. Hudson Jabert. Addison Martin. Caitlin Michalowski. Noah Taylor. Alani Wells. Camden Williams. Matt Sabedo. Caroline Elrod. And Sloan Samady. In addition to the perfect scores on SE Ready, I had 8 students that scored perfect on the end of course Algebra 1 test. Typically it's a high school exam, but we had 28 8th graders that took it last year in the middle school. We had 100% of our students that scored C or better, but these 8 students actually scored perfect on the test. So if these students would come forward when I call their name, please. Olivia Austin. Addison Brock. Owen Carter. Jocelyn Coleman. Eli Schoolfield. Rowan Strange. Logan Surratt. And Austin Wilson. So again, I want to congratulate all the hard work that these guys did this past year. We had a trying year, but they proved more than they're worth at the end of the year on state testing. This just goes to show how much hard work was put in and how much they were able to achieve at the end of the last year. So one more big round of applause for Angela Miller.
All right, and we do finally have a few teachers from the high school to recognize for their scores on the end of course. As you know, at the high school, we're this close to being excellent. I think if with the math students that we're getting from the middle school, I think our Algebra 1 scores are going to go up like they need to. COVID kind of killed our math scores, but we've been rebounding a little bit, and hopefully with the students that Mr. Schoolfield's sending us, our math scores are just going to keep going up. But this last year, we had some of the highest U.S. history and English 2 scores in the state. Definitely number 1 in WEPEC. Who did you grab first? Mr. Odell. If Mr. Odell, Garrick Odell, would you come forward, please? At 96 High School, we're kind of small, so some of our teachers teach one subject. Mr. Odell is our English 2 teacher. He does all of our English 2, and he has some of the highest scores. I think they were like top 5 in the state the last couple years. He is over 70%, which is right about what the state says we should be scoring in 2035. So he's already there. So that's awesome. Mr. Garrick Odell with English 2. If I can get Mr. Nick Long and Mr. BJ Works to come up, please. This last year, Coach Long and Coach Works both teach U.S. history, and we had some of the highest U.S. history scores again in the state, and they did a great job. Our scores keep going up. Coach Long teaches the U.S. history honors as well, so they did a great job. And if we can, keep those where they're supposed to be with our math students coming up and are getting our science scores up, we're going to be right up there with the middle school being excellent. Because, like I said, we're 2 points, I think 2 or 3 points away from being excellent. So, awesome job, guys. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. That's exactly why us 5 guys are up here tonight, is because we want our teachers and students to be successful, and you guys just showed out, and it's awesome. Lindsay, I hope you give us a big front page write-up. This is awesome that we've got this many students and teachers are doing an excellent job, and we want to continue that tradition. At this time, Dr. Taylor, you have your report.
Yes, sir, thank you. All right, well, we have in your packets field trips and professional lead requests and fundraiser requests. If you have any questions, I'll take those at this time.
I don't have any questions.
Okay, anyone?
Do you have any is this an overnight request?
Okay.
This one. The WGI Power. This one from
That's the one for the band, right?
Band.
That's the band.
Yeah, we'll have to approve that one. Is that correct?
I don't think there's any, we can look one more time.
This for overnight.
Yes, is that the only one you see?
I think that's the only. There's some. Yeah, I think. Look, we got 2. We got another one here from
Yeah, 8 and 9.
from Mr. Goodman from Junior Beta Club as well. So, gentlemen, we got 2 overnight field trip requests. We got one from Malik Goodman with the Junior Beta Club.
Technical difficulty. It is loud.
To go to the state convention at Myrtle Beach. That's January the 17th through the 19th. And then we have a overnight trip for our high school and middle school band for March 16th and 17th. That's to go to Cummings, Georgia. So we'll need to approve both of those, and I think we can do those at the same time if that's okay with you guys.
I make a motion we approve both overnight field trips.
There's a motion. Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, and then also you have a parenting report in your packet. If you could, if you've got any questions or concerns about that.
We got to switch. Growing pains. It's just growing pains.
All right, any questions on the parenting report? All right. Thank you, that's all we have.
All right, Mr. Matt Boudreau, our Director of Safety, if you'll come give your report.
Yeah, I think you just plug back up, it'll be fine. I just unplugged it.
Miss Henry's office is still there. For the people that know Miss Henry.
Yeah.